Hi, welcome to Let's Get Cooking with John and Patty. Hi, Patty.
Hi, John.
Well, what we're going to make today, or show you how to make, is Almond Biscotti.
Yes.
So this is an old family recipe. Patty, do you have our little cooking Bible?
Of course I do.
What we did is we put together all of our family recipes. We're Italian, our grandparents, our grandmothers, and did all the cooking, and then we're great bakers. But we didn't want to lose any of those recipes, so a few years ago we recorded them all and put them in our book, and we refer to it a lot. And you know what's always surprising to me is we make these recipes over and over, but how easily you can forget one thing.
Well, you can. I mean, what if you have everything in there and all of a sudden you forget salt or something and you're like, oh my gosh, you know, or even whatever spice you're using.
So I've got everything laid out. It's just a few simple ingredients, but I'll start with the dry and you do the wet.
Start with the dry and I'll do the wet. Okay.
So what I've got here is it's 3 1/4 cups of flour. And I'm going to add
regular all-purpose flour.
The baking powder.
Okay.
And then we have a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then what we end up doing is we got a stick of butter that's room temperature, and it's called cutting in the butter. And basically you're mixing it in here. And so while I'm doing this, let me show you how to do it. You just with your fingers, you're actually just getting that incorporated with the
there is a little tool you can buy that's called a cutter, but actually this is really a lot easier, and you get a better feel for it too.
I like to feel it and see, and I'll keep doing this. It takes just a few minutes, and you start on the wet ingredients.
I've got my big bowl over here. Okay, what I've got here is 3 eggs, just regular large eggs. I'm just going to beat them up a little bit. And right in here, right in here. And I've got a cup of sugar, just regular cane sugar.
Okay.
That in. Okay. And just move these out of the way a little bit. And we're using our almond extract today. Now you could use anise, you could use vanilla. You can, just do whatever you want really, for whatever flavor you like. Okay, so there's a tablespoon. Let me just measure here. There we go. Okay.
You know, I'm always amazed that it works much better when we do the dry ingredients like this separate than the wet. And put that, and then just mix it in here.
And then, sorry, I hope this doesn't make it too much noise.
No, that's great.
Okay. And
as you're stirring that up, I want to show you. See how I've got the butter? It's just become part of the flour, and it's almost a little sandy consistency.
That's what I was just going to say. It feels, just to give them a little idea, it feels like grainy, kind of.
And the way we do it, when Patty's done mixing that, is I make a well in the middle, and we just slowly pour in that egg mixture.
It's as simple as this, too. I mean, it's not, anything. With all the simple ingredients that are in here, you're going to be really surprised. You want to start, or you want me to just put it all in?
Yeah, go ahead and put it all.
Because I think it's, A lot of times we double the batches of these. These recipes are very forgiving. I know sometimes you see different recipes and it's when you're like, oh, I love these, maybe I can make a double batch. Well, you can't. Some reason it doesn't come out right.
I just make two smaller ones or 2 regular sized ones.
But I mean, with these are really good. You can.
So all I'm doing is I tend to turn the bowl and just with this little spatula start from the outside and turn it in, and I'll do this until we get a dough mixture. And then we'll put it out on the board here, and we're going to, at that point, you make 2 logs.
You make 2 logs,
And you put it on the cookie sheet and do the egg wash, and it goes in the oven.
Yeah, it's that simple. I mean, really. And it's cost effective, too. If you went into like a little Italian pastry shop or something and tried to buy these, they would charge you like $2.75 a piece for each cookie or something.
And you'll get a few dozen cookies out of here.
I know. And this is nice too. I just want to mention this, John. John's got a silk pad here. This is really nice to roll them out on. Or actually, I have a glass piece that I put down, and that's really nice too.
It just is the right thing too.
Just easy.
Makes it work right. And now I'm ready to put my hands in here. And just kind of fold it together.
How did I con you into doing this part today?
I don't know.
Okay, so we're on the final step now. John's rolled these out into logs, as you can see, 2 logs. And I started to brush them with egg wash, and so let me just finish that up.
Okay, and an egg wash is just an egg that's been beaten, and you're brushing it over the top. And what
just
that
brushing
does,
it over the top.
As you're cooking, it really gives it that nice golden brown.
Oh yeah, nice sheen to it too.
Texture and a sheen. And this goes in the oven for how long?
375 degree oven for about 20-25 minutes. You want to kind of check it halfway.
Okay.
And just to see, and I usually turn it around, and
Okay, great.
you can do the toothpick test too. Just
Okay, and that is if it comes out clean?
Comes out clean.
We're good to go.
But pretty much the timing is right on with this.
Okay, great. And then we'll come back because there's another step.
Yeah.
And they're back in the oven because biscotti
means twice baked.
All right, we'll be back. Hi, we're back. Well, the biscotti are out of the oven, but like we were saying, that means twice baked. So,
yes. So here's
here we
where
are.
the twice baked comes in.
So when the logs are cool, it's cool to the touch.
That's important too. You don't want to try to cut them
Don't
when
do
they're
it when they're warm because they'll
just fall apart.
Smushed.
Yeah.
I'm using a knife with a serrated edge. That seems to be the easiest way to do it. And we're cutting them on an angle, about inch, a little more than an inch,
right
and you just press down and pull back.
And pull back. It really
and that's going to give you a solid cookie. We put them on their sides. And the oven's still at 375. We were just talking about how long, Patty. Talk about that baking process a little bit.
The oven's on 375, and we were just talking, and John says, well, I, usually doing the second time 5 to 7 minutes. Well, in my oven, they would be burnt.
Right.
So check them after 3 minutes. And if you want to turn them, you can. If you don't feel comfortable turning them, or and they're warm besides, don't worry about it. It'll come out the same. It'll be delicious.
Yeah, and they're a little bit, just a tiny bit damp to the touch, but that's what you want, because if they were really dry, then it would be like toast when you got them out of the oven. So you don't want that. You just want them to...
Just to feel moist, and really, maybe if it's your first time, just leave them alone. Don't even bother trying to turn them over or anything.
Yeah, Patty turns hers, I don't turn mine, they come out the same.
And they come out the same.
Everybody loves them, and they taste the same.
Yeah, they taste great.
So, all right, we'll come back again once cookies come out of the oven. All right, finally, the cookies are done.
Yay!
Moment of truth.
Moment of truth.
I've got those are cooling, but these are
still cooling. Yeah.
So take a look at these. See how golden they are on the top.
They're nice and golden. Sheen. They're just what you're looking for.
Perfect,
they're dried out a little bit, but not too much. And
let's try them.
Dunking.
Yeah, great for dunking coffee, red wine, whatever you like. Taste it. I got a little bit of a crunch. I can taste all those flavors. How many did we get out of this batch?
We got about 2.5 dozen, like large-sized cookies. Not counting the ends.
Yep. This is great. Try it at home. You're really going to enjoy it.
You're really going to like it. Enjoy.